and uh, data. Data, what is meant by data? To define any variable or any uh, data type in the program, we are going to use this data keyword, okay, or else internal variables. That means which are used inside the program itself are called as a internal variables. Just a second. Okay, so data. So we are calling the variable which are defined inside the program and which are used inside the program is called internal variable, and the keyword used to define these variables are called as data. Okay, so this data value will be static. That means the value also can be defined inside the program itself. We cannot define the value outside the program. So data is a static. The variable which is defined with data is called static. Okay, so parameters are nothing but a variable. To create a variable by giving dynamic value. That means the value can be given inside the program and from the user as well. That means it will be changeable. Okay, so it is called as a dynamic variable. To create or to define a dynamic variable, we use what? Parameters. Okay, next one is types. Here, types is to create a new data type inside the program. That means to define a new structure inside the program. What we will use? We will use types keyword. Types is a keyword which is used to define internal structure or internal data type. Okay, is called as types. Okay, uh, next type. So here types is to define a new data type. Now type is to utilize the data type, okay, which is created inside the program or outside the program. That means global structure or global data type which can be utilized by keyword type. That means to define a variable we will use what keyword? Type, with the reference of existing data type. That means type is used to copy the properties of data type into a variable. So when we are going to define any variable, what we will use? Keyword type. Okay, by using a data type. If we are going to refer a variable which is exist in the program, so we will use which keyword? Like is a keyword used to refer existing variable. That means we are going to copy the properties of one variable to another variable. Okay, next write. Write is a keyword to display the output statements. That means we are going to display the output by using write statement. In other programming languages like C, CPP, we have printf. Okay, so print statements like that. No? So here we have output statement called write. Okay, so example here I'm explaining about the write. See note. CName is a variable which is having value abap. Okay, so the value which is written inside the single quotes will be assigned to this variable. Okay, when you print this CName, like by using write CName, the output will be abap because the CName variable contains value abap. But when you write the CName in single quotes, the content which is written in single quote will be displayed as it is. See here, the output will be CName. And also if you write in same capital or something small also, it will display in the same. That means the content written in the single quotes will be treated as same output. Okay, it will not change anything. Okay, so here see we have written three different output statements without any uh, without using without or combining them. But for example, while writing three different statements, write A, write B, write C. If you want to combine these three statements into single statement, we will use what operator? Chain operator. So chain operator is used to combine multiple statements by comma. So using chain operator, we need to differentiate each and every statements by comma. Okay. So next, the how the comments will be written in ABAP. Okay, single line comment or multiple line comments starts with star is treated as a comment line. The line starts with star treated as comment line. Okay, so if you want to comment multiple lines, select them and control plus less than arrow. Then it will comment all the lines, and control plus greater than it will uncomment all the lines. So for example, if you want to write inline comment, that means inside the line you want to place one comment, how you will be placing? Using double quotes. See here, z is equal to x plus 5. We are defining this as a adding two numbers. So we are writing double quotes then comment. So it will be the adding two numbers will be treated as a comment. That means after the double quote symbol, whatever you write, it treated as a comment. Okay. So that the single line comment will start with double quotes. Okay. So we will see how it will be and how the comment lines and how the programming will look like, and now we will see one by one. Okay. So the first line will be starts with report and report name. So now we have seen different type of keywords. Huh? So we will utilize one by one. The first keyword is data. So in ABAP, the keywords will look like in blue color, and the normal text what we are writing will be displayed in black color, and the comment section will be displayed in hash color. That we will see one by one. So I am going to define a variable of x which is type. We have seen the some standard data types yesterday. So like integer. So see here. So data is a keyword which is used to define a static variable. Okay. And we are using a type keyword to refer the existing data type. Integer is the existing data type. To refer integer, we are using what? I. So to refer existing data type, what we are using here? Type as a keyword. So x is a variable of type integer. Okay. So as we discussed, the x is a static variable. We need to provide the value inside the program itself. So we are giving the value as 150. See here. So some of the lines like numeric values will be displayed in light blue color. So see, the keyword data and type and value are displaying in blue color, and x and y are displaying in black color, and the value displayed in light blue color. Now I want to write inline comment. So see, after double quotes, defining a variable. So this is a comment which is defined as inline. That means after double quotes, whatever you write, it will treat as a comment. See here. So double after double quotes, everything will be in a gray out mode. Okay. So first we will save this program and check whether any errors is there or not. So how to save this? Just click on the save button on the standard toolbar. So see here, program save. Okay, now check the whether any syntax errors are there. To check this program, we have a button called check here. In the application toolbar, there are two square boxes which are linked. This is the check. Okay, so no syntax errors found. Then beside this, we have called active button. So click on active. It will pop up a window to show inactive objects which are created by you, and just click on continue. So it is activated. Similar like I'm defining another variable y type I value 50. Okay. So as we discussed in above, each and every statement will end with dot operator. See here. So that means every statement will end with dot operator. See here, we have defined two different variables by using data keyword. So when you are going to define two different variables with the same keyword, we can use what? Chain operator. As discussed today, what we will use? Chain operator. We discussed for write. So in the chain operator, what we need to use to separate the variables, we will use comma. See here. Now it is treated as two variables, but we are using a chain operator. Like this, we can create n number of objects by placing comma. See, I will utilize for another variable also. Okay, this comment I will place here itself and here also. See, if I don't want to use this chain operator, what we need to define? We need to define each and every variable with a data keyword. Now the data chain operator will treat as each and every line as a new line. Okay. So because we are using comma operator and chain operator here. So we defined three variables. Now we have discussed that the line starts with star is a comment line. See, okay. Now I am going to adding first two variables. Okay. See here. The complete line is a comment line. That means the line starts with star called as a comment line. Okay. So now z equal to x plus y. Yesterday we discussed that each and every arithmetic operators will be uh, given as a before and after space. See here we have given space before and after the equal to and plus also. So like this we will utilize the arithmetic operators. Next we have seen that write statement. Na? So I will display the value of z. Okay, or else I will display the value of x first, write y, write z. See, I'm writing three different statements here, but you can write it in a single statement. So I have done with my programming now. So I want to just execute this program. Where to execute? Here we have a button called execute or director processing button. Just click on it. See here. So it is not in a user interface manner, but the values are getting displayed. 150 is x value, 50 is y value, and 250 is the z value. Then how to write this one in a user manner? So we have seen that we are going to use chain operator. Okay. So as we discussed, see the line which is defined the value which is written inside single quotes will be treated as a similar way and it will be displayed. See here. So I am showing it as a output. See here, x equal to 150. I have written this x equal to in single quotes. Okay, but we required a new line after each and every variable. So what we need to define? we need to define slash. Okay, so which will treat as a, okay, new line. So that means the backward slash will be treated as a new line in SAP ABAP. See here, after 150 we have written the slash, so it is came into the next line. So for this one, same we will use for Y as well, for Z also. And so here we return this new line in a separate line, but you can return this here also. So like this also it will comes in a next line. See whether it is coming or not. See here. Okay. So that means Z equal to also came into next line. So if you don't place this, where it will come, we will see. See here, it is coming in the same line. Okay. So if you place slash, where it will come? It will come in the next line. So like this, we are going to define a program and variables and the values. So we have seen the type keyword. Now I am going to explain you the like keyword, like data. Okay, a like x. Okay, so that means the properties of x variable will be called in which one, a, but we can assign the different value to a. Okay, so now I will display the value of a as well. So yesterday we discussed that ABAP is a non-case sensitive language, so that we can define in uppercase, lowercase, anything. Nothing can be restricted here. See here we are defining everything in a lowercase. You can also define this right as a uppercase. Okay, nothing will happen. There will be no syntax errors because ABAP is a non-case sensitive language. See here. Okay. So like that, we have not defined the data type for a variable, but we referenced the existing variable, that is x. So the existing variable x is an integer, so the a variable also holds the same data type. Everyone was getting right? Ajay, Maheshwari, yeah. Are you getting it, Ajay? Yeah. So this is how we will write a program. Okay. So just note it down, or else I will share the material now. There it will be. Just quickly note this, this 10 lines. Hello. Okay. So here we have defined this variable inside the program. But if you want to create a dynamic variable, what we need to use? So we need to use what? Instead of data, we need to use parameters. Okay. So parameters. For example, I am using parameters variable name as p1 type I. Okay, see here, I am defining a p1 variable which is of integer type with a dynamic keyword called what it is, parameter. So I am displaying this p1 as well. So we have not giving the value of p1 inside the program. See here, when you execute, it was asking for the input. So I am giving the p1 value as 250. So whatever value given here, it will display the as a output. See here, but the x value, y value will be static and they are fixed because the value has been given inside the program, not outside the program. See, again I am changing the value into 300. Okay, but the x value, y value will be remain same because these values are static, but the p1 value is going to change dynamically based on the user input. So for to get user input, what we are going to use? We are going to use a parameter keyword. Okay. So this is how we are going to use the different keywords in our programming language. We will see remaining keywords later on when the topic comes in. Okay. So just note it down all these points. Okay. If done, if done, you may exit. Huh. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. No. The properties will come here, not the value. See, I will show you. Here we are utilizing the properties but not the value. See, so we have seen that initial value of integer is 0. So it will take as a 0. It will copy the properties, that means the data type which is associated with the variable, not the value. Okay. So like this way we cannot utilize the value here. You can give any value, that is nothing but issue. Okay, so it will copy only the properties means data type and size of the data variable. So default size of integer variable is 4 bytes and default value will be 0 and the range will be 32,468 to 32 minus 32 to plus 32,000. That will be range of integer. Okay. So those properties will be copied to a variable, not the value. I think you understood. So as we discussed, we can comment the line multiple lines by selecting like this and control less than arrow. So it will comment the line. See, the line starts with star are called as a comment lines. You can uncomment these lines as well. Just control plus greater than arrow. Okay, save, check, activate. Everyone copied, right? Ajay. Okay. So for today, we will stop here. We will go with different operators and everything tomorrow. Okay? Hello. Just practice this one. How to define. You define different variables and define the parameters also. You can add these parameters and display the values of parameters also. Okay? So we will see tomorrow different parameters how we are going to define.